afternoon. Welcome to Greensboro, North Carolina, home of Carolina Aircraft. I'm George Johnson, the Bonanza Man, and today we're going to introduce a very nice 1981 Bonanza V-35B, November 3712 Delta. This airplane has 2,512 hours total time since new, and only 100 hours on the engine since factory new. Come take a look. Take a look at this pristine engine compartment. This engine only has 100 hours since factory new, not an overhaul, not a reman, but a factory new engine. At that time, it got all new hoses, engine mounts, and the Shannon baffle system. 37 Delta has a beautiful 3-blade Hartzell prop. This prop was overhauled in September of 2007 and has less than 200 hours since overhaul. And look at this spinner. You could shave in this spinner, it's so clean. Take a look at the condition of the paint. This airplane has gorgeous paint. It was painted in 2010 by Hagerstown Aircraft Service in Hagerstown, Maryland. They do a beautiful job. Take a look at the colors. This has a rich maroon color with a Las Vegas gold on white. Really an attractive paint scheme. Look at the leading edges of the wing. You'll notice that it has the Shannon VG kit, which increases the gross weight, along with the tip tanks. This airplane has the tip tanks with the built-in strobes and that sort of thing, increasing the gross weight to 3,600 pounds and giving you a useful load of 1,219 pounds, which is more than a lot of A36s. 3712 Delta is equipped with the large baggage door. It also has a 5th seat that has been removed, but we have the 5th seat and it comes with the airplane. And you'll notice that you can put up to 270 pounds back here as long as you don't get it over gross or out of CG. And this airplane has a 1,219 pound useful load. Come take a look at this nice interior and cockpit. Even the back seats of a V-35B have a lot of room. I'm almost 6 feet tall, and you'll notice I've got plenty of leg room in the front seats all the way back, and I've got plenty of headroom as well. This airplane has an original interior, and it's in very good shape for original. Notice the condition of the seats and the sidewalls and the headliner. I'm going to say the headliner's probably been replaced. The windows have all been replaced in this airplane, and they're in very nice condition. For a 1981 V-35B Bonanza, this is a gorgeous instrument panel. Come take a look at all this nice equipment. Let's take a look at the pilot's side of the equipment. We have an airspeed indicator, and then your artificial horizon. Above the artificial horizon, we have a Collins DME 451, and then we have an encoding altimeter. The airplane is equipped with the standard airline T formation, so on the second row we have your ADF indicator, we have your electric turn coordinator, we have your directional gyro, which houses the heading bug for the autopilot, and we have your vertical speed indicator. Below this we have your Century 3 autopilot. This autopilot comes complete with yaw damp. It's equipped to shoot a fully coupled approach, and it will couple a glide slope. It has altitude hold, and it'll fly an ILS down to minimums. Beside the autopilot, we have your number 1 nav. You'll notice it has a glide slope indicator, and also your number 2 nav, also with a glide slope indicator. You'll notice 3712 Delta is equipped with a vertical card compass. And below this on the instrument panel, you notice that all of the engine gauges are right in the center of the panel. We have your manifold pressure and fuel flow gauge, and then your tachometer, and you'll notice the airplane has a total of 2,512 hours since new. And then here's your engine gauges, your cylinder head temperature, your oil temperature, your ammeter, and your oil pressure gauge, and on both sides of this you have your fuel gauges. Below this, to the left-hand side, we have your exhaust gas temperature gauge. Now let's take a look at your avionics stack. At the top, we have a Collins AMR 350 audio panel, which houses your 3-light marker beacon receiver. Below this, we have a Garmin MX20 multifunction display, and this also houses your WX500 storm scope, which displays your weather, lightning strikes, and that sort of thing. Below this, we have a Garmin 430 Navcom GPS system with a moving map, and this has several different pages. It has an information page, tells us where we are, and then a map page, and then frequency pages, and then several approach pages. Below this, we have your Apollo SL30 number 2 Navcom. And then down here is your number 2 GPS. This is a North Star M2 GPS as a backup. And then we have a new generation Garmin 327 transponder. To the right of your avionics stack, you have your fuel pumps for your tip tanks. These help you pump your fuel from the tips into the mains. Below this, we have your intercom system, and then we have your Collins ADF. The airplane is also equipped with an electric standby vacuum pump that'll work on the ground even if the engine is not running. Now let's take a look at your pilot's control wheel. On the left-hand side, we have your mic button and then your autopilot disconnect switch. On top, we have your electric trim switch. On the right-hand side of the control wheel, at the top, we have a lightning clear button that clears the lightning strikes off your MX20 from your WX500 storm scope. And then we have a map light, which also puts a light in your outside air temperature gauge and your compass. And your map light shows up in your lap so it doesn't blind you. The airplane comes equipped with a Bose noise-canceling headset for the pilot, and this is the actual headset, and also 3 other headsets for the passengers. If you want to see one of the nicest V-35Bs in existence, you've got to visit Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina, and look at 3712 Delta. This is a very low-time airplane with just over 2,500 hours total time. The engine has 100 hours since factory new. The prop has less than 200 hours since overhaul. It's got a Century 3 autopilot that's fully coupled and has yaw damp. It has an Avionics Stack with an MX20 multifunction display that displays your WX500 storm scope. It has a Garmin 430 GPS and also a North Star M2V GPS. The airplane is very nicely equipped. The paint is brand new. It has a great useful load. It looks like a brand new airplane. It has tip tanks. You've got to visit us at Greensboro, North Carolina, or call 336-665-0300 or visit CarolinaAircraft.com to see this airplane and many more great bonanzas. Have a great day.